SpaceX is planning big things in the coming years. Starlink is providing fast connections to people all around Earth, even in the most rural locations. And these satellites need to be put into space somehow. And as part of the upcoming Artemis missions, NASA awarded SpaceX a part of the Human Landing System contract to develop a lunar landing variant of the Starship. How successful these operations are depends on the cost of launching rockets. Too high a cost could deem any of these endeavors economically unviable and kill them entirely. As a result, it's vital that SpaceX keeps their rocket launches as affordable as possible, especially compared to their competitors. So, how much do SpaceX launches cost? And how do they compare to their competitors? Let's find out. As of today, Falcon 9 costs about $62 million per launch. With a payload to low Earth orbit capacity of 22,800 kilograms, we get about $2,600 per kilogram to low Earth orbit. Let's see how this compares to other vehicles. Now, most rockets fall into the $10,000 to $100,000 per kilogram to low Earth orbit range. The Saturn V, for example, which took us to the moon, costs $5,000 per kilogram. The European Space Agency's Ariane 5G has a $10,200 cost per kilogram to low Earth orbit. And China's Long March 5 has a $7,900 cost per kilogram to low Earth orbit. From these figures, we can see that Falcon 9 beats all their competitors when it comes to costs. However, Falcon 9 isn't even the best SpaceX rocket. The Falcon 9 Heavy costs $100 million in reusable mode and $150 in non-reusable mode. With a payload to low Earth orbit capacity of 63,800 kilograms, it has a $1,500 cost per kilogram to low Earth orbit. This is the lowest of all rockets in the world right now. Now, Elon Musk has big plans to plummet the cost of launches even further to a ridiculous $10 per kilogram to low Earth orbit. The key player in this plan for Elon Musk is the Starship. With a fully reusable Starship, SpaceX can reuse expensive hardware from one launch to another. This can help reduce the cost per launch of a Starship to $2 million. This is the ambitious figure, and some analysts suggest a more realistic figure is $10 million per launch. Now, the payload capacity to low Earth orbit is estimated to be 100 to 150 tons. With these figures, we can get a cost per kilogram as low as $10 and as high as $100. These costs would be game-changing and revolutionary in the space industry. The low costs of transporting satellites into space could significantly increase the number of launches into space. The weight and cost restrictions of sending stuff into orbit have always been holding scientists back from exploring the solar system better. These low costs could allow travel to Mars and the moon to become economically viable. On top of this, the cost of launching Starlinks into orbit would plummet. This could let SpaceX cut the price of their Starlink service, and this would be a game changer and allow Starlink to become a lot more competitive compared to traditional broadband providers. Space tourism could also boom thanks to the low costs. Individuals would be able to send equipment into space a lot more frequently. This would allow SpaceX to send satellites into space at a price no other rocket company can hope to compete with. Their financial benefits to SpaceX would be enormous. Thank you for watching. This has been The Future Answered, and I'll see you next time.